Hello there, my friends. Welcome to the Star Wars Vault. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for new Star Wars content every week. How's it going, guys? Today I look to break down the 7th episode of the Ahsoka series, which was released last night in prime time. Part 7, now streaming on Disney Plus, is titled Dreams and Madness, as we begin with Hera on the capital planet of Coruscant. She faces the New Republic Council to answer for her unauthorized mission on Satos, where high criticism is thrown in her direction. After being challenged by the senator who went after her in episode 3, we unexpectedly see a familiar face arrive to the courtroom. C-3PO shows up on behalf of Senator Leia Organa, who presents a data transcript where she sanctioned Hera's mission. Mon Mothma accepts this and therefore lets Hera Syndulla off the hook. The Chancellor then asks the general off to the side how real this threat of Thrawn is, to which Hera responds, "Fear for the worst, hope for the best." We are then shifted to Ahsoka in her ship practicing her lightsaber forms as she plays a hologram of Anakin Skywalker. This appears to be a training video during the Clone Wars that he gave her, much like the one we saw her play in Star Wars Rebels with Ezra. Anakin shows off that Clone Wars armor once again as he spills lessons of wisdom to his Padawan Ahsoka. We even get Anakin name-dropping the Clone Wars villains, such as Grievous, Dooku, and Asajj Ventress. This sequence is only a minute long, but brings a wholesome feeling, no doubt. Soon, the Purrgil whale that Huyang and Ahsoka are inside reaches their destination. They jump out of the whale's mouth as they are met with explosive fire directed by Thrawn's forces. The whales jump to hyperspace for safety, and Ahsoka flies her ship to hide in the debris made of Purrgil bones in space. Going to the planet's surface, Thrawn reads the datapad he asked Morgan Elsbeth to collect on Ahsoka's background, and right away he notices her master was General Anakin Skywalker, who he does in fact know. Immediately he conjures up a plan to draw her out of hiding, as he states, if she's anything like her master, she is unpredictable and quite dangerous. Flipping over to Sabine and Ezra, we get to see them catching up as they are riding along with the Nodi who are relocating their homes. Sabine yet again hesitates to tell Ezra everything that happened and what led her to him in this faraway galaxy. However, she does mention how Ahsoka took her on as her apprentice, which makes Sabine think for a moment about Ahsoka and if she is dead. Back to Thrawn, the Grand Admiral asks for the Great Mother Night Sisters to aid him with their dark magic. This comes into play once Ahsoka uses the Force to reach out to Sabine. After a few attempts, her efforts succeed as Sabine feels her and even says Ahsoka back, not knowing what is going on. This connection allows Ahsoka to locate Sabine on the planet's surface. However, it simultaneously informs the witches where Ahsoka is hiding in the debris, with Thrawn ordering Captain Enoch to open fire. Ahsoka is stunned by the attack and quickly races out of the Purrgil graveyard and heads down toward the planet. Down on the surface, Baylan and Shin find Sabine with Ezra. Shockingly, Baylan tells his apprentice to kill Sabine and Ezra and to take her place in Thrawn's empire. She now realizes he's not coming with her as he gives her a final parting lesson. Impatience for victory will guarantee defeat. Shin, along with the planet's bandits and Thrawn's troopers backing her, heads toward their target. Ahsoka has Huyang fly the ship as she drops out and rolls onto the surface right in front of Baylan. He is surprised to see her and states he won't allow her interference as they begin to duel once again. Shin and her assault squad begin to attack Ezra, Sabine, and the Nodi. Once they stop to regroup, Ezra and Sabine team to fight the bandits and eventually tag team against Shin. Sabine is told to keep the lightsaber as Ezra states, "The Force is my ally." Switching to Baylan and Ahsoka's fight, he declares Ahsoka cannot defeat him. She replies, "Perhaps, but I do not have to," as Huyang flies over them and provides a diversion for Ahsoka as she escapes and leaves Baylan all on his own. Eventually, Thrawn's Night Trooper reinforcements show up to aid Shin as they surround Sabine and Ezra, until Ahsoka pops up and they begin to decimate all the Imperials. Shortly after, Thrawn recognizes this is a battle they cannot win. Therefore, he pulls back his remaining troops as his cargo transfer is almost complete. He explains to Morgan their victory lies in returning to their home galaxy and leaving the Jedi behind, possibly stranded forever. For a moment, Shin is by herself and offered help from Ahsoka, but the Dark Apprentice flees, presumably to Thrawn's ship. This episode ends with Ahsoka hugging Ezra in her reunion with him and Sabine as they all show signs of joy. And there you have it, folks. Part 7 is in the books, and we only have one more episode for the show, as Part 8 will be the finale. When it comes to this episode, I enjoyed most of it for sure. C-3PO was quite the surprise, and we got to see more of Anakin, as it seems now Ahsoka embraces her master more than ever. You can tell now that Ahsoka the White is much different compared to Ahsoka the Grey, and at times leaves Huyang a little too stressed. I'm interested to see what is to come of Baylan Skoll and what calls to him out in this galaxy. I'm sure the final episode will show us Thrawn returning to the Star Wars galaxy, and I'm curious to know how soon a war or conflict will break out with this new Republic. It seems to me that we may very well be getting a second season of this Ahsoka show, considering how many of these plot points need much more time than next week's episode to tie it up. But right now I'm going to give Part 7 a rating of 7.5 out of 10. My final thoughts are how awesome Ezra looked in this episode. I really enjoyed watching him fight with just the Force, showing what he's learned from his master Kanan Jarrus. But now I want to hear what you guys thought of Part 7. Did you like that little Anakin hologram we got in the beginning? What do you think Baylan Skoll looks to do on this mysterious planet? How do you suppose our heroes plan to get back to their home eventually? Whatever your opinions are, make sure to comment them down below. Also, don't forget to force push the like button to support the channel. I really appreciate it. You can follow my social media by clicking in the description. That's it for now, everyone. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you for the finale next week. So until then, may the Force be with you.